Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Movie Reviews. I guess today's video is Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. It's freaking amazing. I just got into Kevin Smith's work in the last year.
February?
Yeah, about a year ago. Clerks 1, Clerks 2, Jay and Silent Bob, Zach and Mary make a tape, and Jay and Silent Bob 2, or Reboot. It is phenomenal. I almost cried. It is filled with just jokes upon jokes, but it is a decent story, and I think it's well thought out. And if you're a fan of any of Kevin Smith's works in the past, you'll love this one. I believe they're only doing showings for today and Thursday, although Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes are going on tour. So pretty much, if they're, I don't know what city they're at now, but like they're going most around.
Start Friday.
They're going most of the United States. So if they're in like Michigan or Detroit, they movie theaters will start playing Jay and Silent Bob Reboot again when they're in town. So if you don't get a chance to see it this week, you might get a chance to see it whenever they are on tour in your state or around you. So there's that. And I don't know, hopefully this movie comes out on Blu-ray or something like that, like in, I don't know, maybe January. But yeah, overall, I think it's a great movie, filled with lots of innuendos to other of Kevin Smith's projects, and other cameos like Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, and just freaking hilarious. Overall, I'd probably give it like a 9 out of 10. Also with me is the original squad from the last time.
Hell yeah.
Let's go to Deal Boy. What'd you think of it?
I thought it was really funny, but I guess I didn't find it as funny as, say, Tony here, because he's seen more of Kevin Smith's movies than I have. I've always seen Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I thought that was also a very funny movie.
He's not a fan.
It's not that I'm not a fan. It's just I haven't had the opportunity to watch all of his movies.
That was good.
And I thought it was. I almost teared up too. But
there's a warning.
There was some pretty tearjerker moments. I wasn't expecting that. Thought it was just gonna
they
be
do warn
purely
you
comedy.
in the beginning that it might shed a tear.
Yeah, yeah. I was shedding them like a dog shedding fur. So I mean, thought it was funny, even though I didn't see or really understand all the references they made to his other movies. But even if you're not really, I guess, into any of his other movies, you'd still find it pretty funny. Maybe have someone explain to you the references.
Yeah, I'd say that this movie it's great if you understand the references, and it's also good if you are just going into it blindly. Has a whole bunch of comedic aspect to it and a certain level of drama that is decent and doesn't seem too too
far-fetched. Yeah.
So overall, what would you give it?
I'll give it, I guess, 11.76 out of 10. It's really good. No, I would say about like an 8.5 out of 10. That was pretty good. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Tony, Antonio?
Right. I'm the only one in the group that's seen almost every movie except for probably parts of Dogma. I've missed out on parts, unfortunately, but I have seen most of the big things that would probably be referenced. Either way, This movie was hilarious, being that they reference Mallrats and Chasing Amy a lot in this movie. So if you haven't seen those two movies, like the other two said, it's still funny, but it's way funnier when you know what they're talking about when they're making jokes about Chasing Amy and Mallrats. I thought the movie was. Besides that, I thought the movie was really funny and really tear-jerker-esque in parts. Felt like it flowed well. The cameos were hilarious, as what you would expect in a Kevin Smith movie. I don't know what else I should say.
Was this sadder than his other movies?
It was pretty close to being sad. I still think Clerks 2 is his best since Clerks, his best drama. Cause Clerks, I felt this movie did not flow as well as his other movies. There's things that kind of jump back and forth. Maybe if I was to watch it a second time, then I'd probably get a better understanding of it. Because the first one didn't flow as well, but I thought Clerks 2 was better at the way it flowed. When it had it had the right parts for drama, and then it had the right parts for comedy.
Yes.
Trying to think what else.
It was a pretty funny movie. Yeah.
Did laugh a lot. I wish they would have had Brian O'Halloran in for a little bit longer. He's the guy who played Dante, and he is in the movie in a couple of scenes, but I wish he would have been in there a little bit longer than.
Sorry, people. There's some spoilers in this review.
It's not.
It's not really spoilers.
No one really cares.
Overall, what would you give it?
I would probably give it a 9.
Okay.
9.1 and around there.
So overall, if you have the time, basically what we're saying is, if you're a fan of the original Kevin Smith films, watch it if you have the time and the location is up to par with you. So I guess we can get into spoilers. So pretty much spoilers. So get the fuck off the video. Anyway,
Yeah, really.
If you don't want to be informed. So it starts out with Silent Bob, Jay and Silent Bob getting busted from doing a pot, pretty much like kind of a Breaking Bad type of thing, but it's pot instead of crystal meth.
The old RST video store has become now the place where they're cooking pot. And if you can remember from Clerks 2, they actually bought the store at the end of the movie. So
They changed the name, but
Spoiler alert! Listen, I haven't seen Clerks. No.
I'll let you see that in the film if you're interested in the name change. And they get caught, go to jail, go to trial, and their lawyer, funny enough, is the actor Justin Long, the beautiful person from Zack and Mary Make a Tape, and it's so great to hear him talk.
Yeah, what kind of tape, Josh?
An educational tape.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, it's very educational. It's very safe.
I wouldn't use that for educational purposes.
We learned it twice in school.
Yeah.
I
Anyway.
would watch it just to laugh.
All right, you have sadistic thoughts. It's okay. Anyway, after that,
You learn
Justin,
by doing, not by watching.
Justin, the lawyer, pretty much gets them off bail and gets them free, but in the middle of that, coerces them to sign their legal rights away, because Jay is not going to pay attention to legal papers. He signs anyway, and then they're off to try to find a way to go back to Hollywood to destroy that movie from ever being rebooted, kind of similar to the first one 18 years ago.
Which is why it's a reboot.
Yeah. Then they run to special cast. Forgot his name.
Jason Lee?
Yes, Jason Lee plays My Name's Earl and Alvin Chipmunks.
He plays Brody in this one. From Chasing Amy.
And then he just has a whole bunch of one-liners and just semi jokes to the reboot and sequel remake industries in the film, and it is hilarious. And then for some reason, Jay looks on the news channel and finds out that his old lover from Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back is still around, and then for some reason he goes to her, and then we find out that he has a kid, which is, apparently has been played by Kevin Smith's daughter. It's funny enough. And then pretty much it's kind of like a father-daughter film where he's trying to figure out more of what she's into, and she's kind of like a miniature version of him, smoking weed and doing delinquent stuff, and he's not a fan of that. He wants better for her, and but overall, it's just a funny movie. There's some times where Silent Bob talks, which is like...
It was the weirdest thing for me. It's like he talked a lot in this movie. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, but so there's gonna be some of those parts, and then there's also a part like in the finale where it switches back from Kevin Smith and Silent Bob, so it's kind of interesting little duo there. And then also, that's pretty much the end of the movie. It kind of goes kind of like similar to what the end of the first one was, but it's overall, I think it's better. The first one.
Dang, really?
Yeah, it's.
I'd say they're about tie.
Yeah, they're about tie for me too.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit better. I would have liked to see Will Ferrell back in this one. But, you can't always get everything you want. But it was a decent cast. And, yeah, it was just really good. If you do go end up seeing it in the theaters, stick around for the credits because Kevin Smith edited the credits really greatly and just added so much extra content from all of his other movies. Little... jabs and like little pieces of information throughout the credits, and it's a really good time to be a Kevin Smith fan. Just say that. You get to see a little clip of him and Stan Lee before he passed away, which is really
that part got me crying.
Yeah. And now we have confirmation that Clerks 3 is coming out. So hopefully it comes out sometime this time next year, or maybe like in 2021. And I'll definitely be seeing Clerks 3.
I wonder if Clerks 3 is gonna kind of get similar treatment to this reboot. It's like it's released in select theaters.
I hope it's not.
I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna be released.
I think he'll see like what this type of thing does. Kevin Smith is like for the business of View Askew, and he'll model the Clerks 3 release after that. And I think people love Clerks a lot more than they like Jay and Silent Bob as a singular product. Because a lot of people that I know love Clerks, and those same people I've also heard say they hate the Strike Back movie as well.
Oh, why? It's a great movie, It's meant for
praises
parody.
the first four.
It's meant for parody reasons, but yes, this movie is great. We also got little posters and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Probably won't.
What?
Cockknocker.
Probably won't. Probably won't. This is a pretty great night. Probably will not forget it. But yeah, that's overall that. The movie is fantastic. Give it a 9 out of 10. Fellas said 8 and 9. So if you have time and you're a fan of Kevin Smith movies and Jay and Silent Bob or Clerks, give it a watch or watch more of his movies. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. Probably see you next time with, I don't know, Star Wars? I don't know.
I ain't seen that shit. You told me you're gonna...
Maybe one time.
Forget about it.
It might be a saving grace. Who knows?
No, it's not.
Anyway, it was a great film. See you with another movie review. And
Here's a believe in First Amendment rights.